So this is a country that assassinated three potential future presidents, that let the warmongers in as leader of their country, that turned their backs on any type of programs that would benefit their whole population. They were basically sell weapons to anybody at a drop of a hat, supported coups, supported negativity, kept the war going that killed 50,000 to 100,000 of their own people for the sake of in the middle of a jungle. Well, you know who we're talking about, the United States, for as bad as these situations were, we reach a new low in the States with Donald Trump. Pretty well, he's full, not say first year of Donald Trump. The United States has taken a massive nervous breakdown, both socially, emotionally, spiritually. Any fool that believes that Donald Trump is God or Jesus Christ, get off my fucking channel. I'm cleaning out my channel. Anybody listening to this that's still on the channel, a Trump supporter, I want you gone. Now, we're in the midst of new crises with the states, okay? He's impacted our federal budget in Canada. We have to revise our budget because he not only threatened to take us over and to stop the boundaries, put like unfair tariffs on industries that benefit the states through production in Canada. Okay. Most people in the states that are on food stamps or what's called SNAP will only get half their amount. How many people are going to die this month because they're not having their proper nutrition? There's diabetics, there's low-income people. If they don't eat normally, that could cause new cases of cancer. The diabetes become uncontrollable. He's basically invading waterways and countries and threatening people because, they're doing drugs or they're holding back Christians. He's bringing in South African immigrants and denying pure immigrants that could build the American economy. He doesn't listen to the opposition. The government is in shutdown for almost a month now, even though they control both levels of government. Figure that out. So, what do we do about Donald Trump? Well, first of all, the massive nervous breakdown the United States has taken doesn't also impact the Republicans for the Democrats. When Brian Mulroney was running Canada like Trump was running the States, it destroyed the PC party, destroyed him. He won over 200 seats, about the two-thirds majority in the Canadian government, and within 10 years, his party was destroyed. Old Republicans support Trump. He's got all these minions, ICE agents all over the place, doing invasions and harassing people. He's going to be photographing Canadians that are coming into the States starting Boxing Day like we're common criminals, where we fought in 2 wars so that Americans didn't die in the battlefield. They entered late in the war, World War I, and all the major battles of the Second World War that the Allies were victorious from D-Day onwards. It's the Canadians that put it together. So that's how they're treating us. So, how do we deal with Trump in the start of his second year? If you are planning to travel to the States, boycott the country. Hit him where it hurts in the pocketbook. Do not feel threatened by buying American products. If you can buy Canadian products or British products or Chinese products or European products or Mexican products first, please do so. As long as the American people are suffering through this nervous breakdown, unless you put pressure on them financially and emotionally and spiritually, they'll never catch on. So, should Trump get a bullet? Well, I'm not saying anyone should get a bullet in any party, but like I said, look what happened to Charlie Kirk. He wasn't murdered because he was a common guy talking about social justice. He was spewing hate, and that's hate is what killed him. And like I said, you would have been a future president of the United States if it had kept on, kind of like the George Wallace situation. So, what do Americans need to do from now on to stop Trump? Okay, you got to think like a Canadian. The Americans that are on this channel who respect Canada, I want you to listen to me very carefully and repeat to your friends. In every shape or form, at the local level, municipal, the state level, or the federal level, if you have a chance to let people know what Trump is really doing and what he really is like, do not normalize Donald Trump. If there's anybody in your family a Trump supporter, wash your hands of them. Get holy water. Don't serve them. Don't at your church. If the church is pro-Trump, leave that church. You got to come over to the Canadian way of thinking. To be in this life as a person, you must think like a Canadian. You got to accept your neighbors for who they are, but don't make them bigger than what you are. Everybody should be equal. The just society. Now, if Americans listen to this podcast for the first time and don't know what the theory of the just society is, you got to make a society that protects the lowest on the rung and the highest on the rung at the same level. Tommy Douglas, who helped bring in Medicare and family allowance and pension plans and old age security in Canada, he had it right. You have to treat everybody equal. You got to stop pointing fingers at poor people like we're the problem. Most Canadians, 80% of the Canadians are poor or low income. There's a reason why. Because a lot of them can't work at the high-level jobs because of the 41 million population. In the States, you can work high-level jobs, more of an opportunity. There's nothing wrong with the States when they work good. But the people are being confused. They're thinking a two-party system is the best ever system. You got to have multiple voices going on. And like I said, in Canada, a lot of people want Trump to take over. They're not really Canadian. So we should do a trade. All the Americans that want to come into Canada and be Canadian, we'll take them. And we'll send you our Trumpers, and we'll kick them on the arse when you get out. I think that's the best way to settle this. So, in the next few days, we got the U.S. elections, we got the Canada budget, we got the Remembrance Day, we got the shutdown. We're in crisis mode very, very soon. I would not be surprised if Trump gets a bullet by Christmas. And I don't mean a physical bullet. Something's going to happen. He's going to take a stroke, or there's going to be a physical or mental confrontation that's going to put him over the edge. Now, there's a new Canadian wrestling sensation called the Orange Prick. He debuted in Capital City Wrestling in Frankton just recently. No, he's not the original Orange Prick. It's Donald Trump. If you're a Donald Trump supporter, if you can look in the mirror tonight and tell me Donald Trump is good for America, good for the world, you're either fucking crazy or you're fucking off the rails just like him. You are the one who took the nervous breakdown, okay? And if you ever try to talk down to us, Americans that talk down to Canadians, I'm saying you're getting an awful fucking shit kicking. Mentally, not physically, but mentally. Americans that want to be Canadians, please be more Canadian. The only way you can save the States right now is the majority of people got to think like Canada circa when Chrétien came back or when Trudeau came in. We have to have more of a just society. Right now, we have a mafia don running the States. That's not the Republican Party. That's Momo Giancana, that's Al Capone, that's David Duke combined. A little bit of Stalin, a little bit of Ceausescu, a little bit of Pol Pot. So we learned today, America, your massive nervous breakdown is still continuing because you're normalizing Trump. And if you are a Trump supporter on this channel listening to this, fuck off. I don't want you on the channel. I'd rather get rid of the garbage now before leaving it fester in the back shed when spring comes and it smells like turkey droppings. So, ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump is the Antichrist in more ways than one. Have a good one.